Hey everybody, I'm Iovonix, and this is the first tree. Just picking up right from where we left off. We have this great expanse before us, so let's continue our little fox's journey, and presumably learn more about our narrator in the process. So there are 3 geysers that I see out here, so... Oh, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know, maybe we need to head towards any given one of them? I mean, I don't see any more of those, the swirling pillars of light that show me the narrator's story. But, here, let's head towards this one and see if there's anything of interest, or if they're just there to look fun. No, I would say one small criticism of the game, just based on, like, how fast you move and everything, and how much space there's... Oh, it's fading to black. How much space there's between things is, I just feel like the environments are maybe a little bit oversized, but, I mean, hell, that's a pretty small complaint, right? Okay, alright, so I guess at the end of my last video I could have just gone forward a little bit more, and then, the scene would have transitioned, but... Oh well, here we are. There's a lovely tree there before us. Maybe could that be the first tree? But there's also some paths leading off in either direction with more points of light. So we'll explore these first. I hope our other 2 fox cubs are okay. So that's like this just leads off into endless forest. Surely. Oh, what's this? What is this? Blueprints? Okay. Maybe the guy became an architect. I see a point of light up there. And what's that? That just, like, burst into the air. Oh boy, I hope I don't fall. I'd be really annoyed if I had to, like, climb back up here a bunch of times. No! Okay, God, that was close. The edge was a little bit further away than I thought it was. Okay. Why is that one... What's it doing? What is it? What is this? 0 out of 3? What does that do? No, I have 1 out of 3, okay. Something I needed to collect, apparently. That's interesting. Okay, then. Oh, and of course there's... Oh, okay, that's just another flattened tent and sleeping bag. I was gonna be like, oh god, another object I need to go check out, but since I can see what it is... From up here, I'm not gonna bother. Well, okay. Whee! Don't know if there's anything else around here, but I'm gonna take a quick look. Oh! Pillar of light! And a collapsed house? What does this one say?
On our property, there were old abandoned pieces of a shed and car long left unused.
It's car parts.
I used to ask him all the time who those people were that left all this junk. And I'm sure he got so tired of hearing it that he made up some elaborate stories how a brown bear ate them and haunted the woods afterwards. What's funny is I think it made those people seem more real. Growing up thinking they were still hanging out like they couldn't say goodbye. I used to tell my friends how I could swear I saw spirits move near the water, and that always freaked them out. I guess it didn't bother me, because the way I saw it, they were normal people with old cars and sheds, just trying to figure out how to survive and be happy in the middle of nowhere. It was a cool thought that they didn't want to leave, but you know, I was a weird kid.
Well, you had good company since those ghosts like living in a place where they were brutally devoured.
That's funny. Oh, more blueprints. Also, even though the environments seem a teeny bit oversized, it's like you still feel compelled to explore, nonetheless. As there are little things like this tucked out of the way. I'm honestly kind of glad the butterflies don't seem to be making a repeat show. So, oh, missed the last one. Gotta try again. There we go. Alright, I see another one over there. Now being hopelessly lost in the woods, of course. So like another waterfall? Is this like at the top of a waterfall, maybe? No, I'm just hearing... It sounds like water nearby. There's a crib. A broken crib. Okay, let's see if we can go back to the main path, I guess, and if there's nothing else around here. So there's the pretty looking tree over there. I spy more points of light. The shadows. Surely little fox can manage to climb up this, right? Yep. Oh wow, it like leads all the way. So expansive. Jeez. This goes on and on. My goodness. Oh crap. Pillar of light. let's run back and grab that really quick and then go and grab the points of light that are over there. What does this one have to say?
My dad built a lot of stuff in his free time.
So,
If he wasn't
house.
watching fly fishing or reading Tom Clancy novels, he was carving something. He made tons of birdhouses. Not that he was into bird watching, but I think he really missed working and adding on to the home. If he couldn't afford the time to build onto our own house, he would have to settle with watching birds move into their little homes. We kept an old mattress in the bed of that ugly yellow truck, so we would drive it deep into the woods and then watch the birds fly into their houses while the sun set. Usually it was accompanied by venison jerky or a cold Coke, but not a lot of talking, which is how we both liked it.
oh my god. It never ends. Okay. It's gonna be, that looks a little too steep to climb. Don't tell me there are gonna be more butterflies around here. Gimme.
We were happiest underneath the evergreens.
Map.
We decided it was time to finally map out the hundreds of acres we lived on, just to pass the time during the summer. He was only free in the evenings, so I would spend the day wasting time on dial-up internet and sketching, and then we would rush into the woods, pen and map in hand, before evening fell.
Old fence.
Sometimes, the aurora borealis would cast a cold green glow on the mountainside, and we would finish our route underneath a twilight sky. Sometimes I was lonely during those summer days, but there was comfort in the routine.
A lot of teenagers aren't looking for the daily grind, though. There's nothing wrong with wanting to get out, to leave your childhood home. You wanted to progress, to make something of yourself.
Yeah, you're right. That house. I'm sure it's the same as how I left it. But then why does it feel so different?
I doubt you're the only adult to have looked back and asked that question.
Oh, it goes two ways. Oh boy. Hop. Yep. Ah. Ah, what the fuck? Yay. Oh, where does this path lead? Looks like it probably is a loop. And nothing up here, of course. Nope. Just to throw you for a loop. Oh. $76. I wonder how many there are going to be in total. Ah. I mean, I don't know if I've missed any. Wouldn't surprise me if I have. Oh, is this another? Yes, there's another one right there. Okay, cool. I was like, there'd better at least be another pillar of light back here or something. I don't even know, like, what this is supposed to do, what it's supposed to be. Maybe this is something I need to go, give the tree in the end or something. There we go. And... ah. My only other small complaint is that the controls can be just a teeny bit unwieldy at times. I mean, you know, it's like pretty straightforward, you know, WASD and space to jump and all that, but the way the fox moves can be a little sporadic at times, almost. Anyway, let's see if we can find our way back to the green. There's a touch of it. Okay, alright, there's where we went in. To the little canyon area. Bird sounds. Okay, let's see what's off this way. May have not found my cubs yet, but at least I haven't found any more dead cubs. What are these rays of light? Just like beaming out of the ground or onto the ground? I'm not even sure. Okay, so this is the road, I believe, that leads back to the main path that went to the tree. Oh, I see another pillar of light over there. Let's grab these first. Oh, okay, that pillar of light is like right by the tree. So, presumably there's gotta be like one more of those little tiny bits of light that I need to grab. Oh, is that it? Yeah, that's it, right up there on the hill, I think. We'll see. Let me take a quick look over here. Ah. I mean, I don't see any more points of light over this way, but with how gigantic this game is, you never know. Oh, and the tangled mass of roots that is going to presumably keep us from going forward. And then I've been there. Okay. We'll dig this up first and then grab that. Yes, is this the proverbial first tree?
Even at my most distant, at the times when I detested him the most, he kept reaching out. For a year straight, he asked me every week when we were going camping. I thought he was just dense. Eventually, to shut him up, I agreed. We carried out the worn lawn chairs from the garage and set up a cinder block campfire at the site we had always used behind the house. We walked down the mountain path, talking in the warm sunshine we only got a couple months of the year. Those 3 obsidian rocks shimmered alongside the shore, almost like sparklers pressed against a dark window. I'll never forget that wet stone on my feet, or how those massive mountains looked even bigger in the lake's reflection. I felt small, but grateful. As the sun set, my dad found something I hadn't seen for a long time. The tree where I'd made my first carving when I was 6. I hadn't even carved it. My dad had helped me, but I still called it my tree. Something about seeing my name there made me open up, and we talked about everything that night in that old camouflage tent. I told him how much I loved sketching and design, and how it would be a dream to study architecture in Seattle. I told him how I didn't get along with my friends much anymore, but that I didn't mind being alone. He told me he was there for me, and he joked that if all he had to do was write my name on a tree to finally get me to talk, he would have left me carved logs with novels on them in front of my room every morning. I don't know why it took me that long to realize it, but it was then I knew how much he had sacrificed for me.
Well, that's sweet. I don't know where it's gonna go from here, but hey, let's... There we go. And that brings down the wall. And the points of light appear on the edges. Aww. Ah! No. I have to get the points of light. There we go. One... Oh, there's one right, kind of tucked right here. And let's grab that one, if we can. If we can manage it. Oh, there's a big... That looks like a wolf over there. That doesn't seem good. Don't tell me that wolf ate my cubs.
Stood nearby, unfazed, like nothing was wrong. My dad is dead, and he's never coming back, Rachel. I can tell you these stories, but I can never reminisce with him again. He can never hold a grandchild that we'll probably never be able to have. I can never talk to him again, and I'll never be able to say I'm sorry for everything.
So that begs the question, was he just talking about the dream with the fox there, and then his dad, or, I mean, was his dad killed by someone? I mean, I figured it was leading up to, you know, his dad having died, but... Hey! What's your problem? Doesn't look like there are any more points of light to grab up here, so let's follow that. Let's follow that wolf. Oh shit! No! Oh, okay. Dang it! I missed it, and I can't go back up. Didn't quite get that double jump off. Oh well. Oh well. I guess one miss isn't too bad. No! Two missed! Oh well. Can I go down this way? Yes! Back here, big bad wolf. Better not hurt my last cub. Or kit. Or pup. Whatever they call baby foxes these days. Okay. I think this broad expanse is perhaps coming to a close, finally. I mean, if nothing else, at least it's, you know, it's the music and the visuals, you know, it's just, you know, nothing but running forward. It's not boring, I guess. Alright. What is this one? And there's like nothing else around, it's just this pillar of light, not even like points of light or anything.
I need to go to bed. I just can't talk about this anymore. Good night.
It's a letter. Either being sent to or from Alaska, it looks like. Okay. I'm gonna take a quick look on the other side of the path. I mean, they keep tucking little points of light everywhere that, you know... Even if I've missed a few. Okay, yeah, nothing over here. It's just there because. So let's keep going forward. Our narrator's gone to bed. Gone back to bed, presumably. I mean... I don't know if that means our journey is coming to the end, but we still haven't found our, still haven't found our last baby fox. And fade to black. My. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This is so pretty. This is so pretty. Oh my goodness.
Joseph, you can't go to sleep feeling like this. I'm sorry for everything, and I know you need space, but I'm here for you. You don't need to feel so lost. Joseph, have I ever told you what my mother was like?
It's a white deer. A lot of games I've been playing lately have had like a white deer in them. It's funny how it's such a like a common storytelling motif.
You know what it's like not to have a mom at home. And you know how hard that made my childhood.
Cranes.
What helped me was watching the birds in the morning before the school bus came. I thought that my mother was one of those birds, and it made me want to be free like her. My mom taught me how to fold origami cranes while she was in the hospital, so I told myself I would fold one every day until I could fly myself. I think we both have always loved animals, and for me that love started with a dog. Sometimes this Rottweiler would come up to our property line and wait at the fence for me, but only once in a while. I was sure to check every day immediately after school, and it usually ended in disappointment. I would even steal money from my passed out dad just so I could buy these off-brand dog biscuits. Even when she did stop by, she never went beyond the fence. Why was she so scared?
Because
I
Roners
think
were
my
abusive
dad was the
drunks,
opposite
maybe?
of your dad in almost every way. Except he was in the military as well. He coped with alcohol of every kind. The trailer started falling apart, he got angry, and I withdrew. More and more I became the weird, quiet kid who made lots of origami birds and carried dog biscuits around. I think we were pretty similar when it came to being the weird kids. And that same sincerity in college was one of the reasons I was so drawn to you. Life got worse and worse. And at one point, I really didn't think I could survive another day with my soul still intact. I had no real friends, let alone neighbors, since we lived in the middle of nowhere. I should have talked to my teacher, but I was scared what he would do if he found out. As I waited for the school bus one morning, I walked around until I found something in an abandoned shed. Something I can't put into words. I summoned courage I didn't know I had, and I broke into my dad's room and found the key to the shed where he had locked my bike. I'll never forget that feeling of the wind rushing by my ears as the sun rose over fields of wheat. I was flying for the first time. I biked as far as my legs could take me until I found a house that felt friendly, and that felt like home. Those strangers helped me in so many ways. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have found my foster family. And if it wasn't for my parents, I wouldn't have met you. You have strength, Joseph, and you're not as alone as you think.
It's all just so pointless. Just waiting for life to happen. It's like having the home I always wanted is cursed out of my reach. The thought of being a parent myself. How could I do that when I couldn't even be a good son? I'm sorry. I know what you're saying. I just don't know how things will work out. These quiet hours will turn into years. We'll wonder which roads passed us by.
Then we'll forge a new road together. Besides, I discovered for myself that one fateful morning where any hopeful road leads to. There may be thorns and mist, but it always leads to the same thing.
And what's that?
Family.
I'm so glad that you're part of my family, Rachel.
And I'm glad you're part of mine.
Giant herd of deer. Those are huge deer! Look at that deer next to that fox. Good god. Maybe they're supposed to be, I don't know, elk or something. Ah! 'I wonder if that row of lights was like if that was the, oh, never mind. I was about to say, I wonder if those were the last points of light I was supposed to find, but no, they weren't. 100 stars! Gotta keep going. Gotta find our baby. The last one has to be alive, right? I mean, please. Come on. This isn't that steep of a hill, little fox. Oh boy. To do some 3D platforming. Ah! Failing already. There we go. Is the trail finally coming to an end? It's been a while since we've, fade to black. Okay. Come on, that can't be the end. Have to find our last cub. Kit. Pup. Oh, it's raining now.
The fox knew her last cub would be waiting for her at the first tree.
Oh my goodness.
She was almost there. The rain cascaded onto the
Oh,
giant
no,
valley
no,
where the
no, no,
entrance
no,
to
no,
the
no,
tree
no, no.
was. Life was protected there, because that's where life began. It was now only a mother and a daughter left. Items from my life still dotted the ground as she moved closer to her destination and destiny.
Okay. Alright. Closer and closer still. Whee! There's a point of, there was a pillar of light up there. Can I get up there? Is there a different way I'm supposed to go? 'Cause... Hey, a big house thingy. Okay, yeah, there's just like a gentle slope over here instead of a cliff face. Alright, what do you got for me?
At the end of high school, I felt something I hadn't felt in a long time.
Architecture.
Drive. I looked into the best architecture schools on the West Coast, then got a dose of reality when looking at other students' portfolios and the high cost of tuition. I still wanted to be something, to be the next Alvaro Siza, and to make those thousands of sketches worth something in my grand history. But now even an internship sounds impossible. Siza helped me understand how essential emotion is in architecture. And he also said light is the real composer of space. I like to think these glints of light, like not finding a job, or even a strange dream about a fox, are something I should be thankful for. Even if the illuminated space is something I'm less than comfortable with.
Probably nothing at the top of this hill, but hey. Oh, a giant school. school. 2 giant schools. Fascinating. Oh, and another pillar of light so far away. There are some more points of light up ahead. I recognize these, like what these flowers are supposed to be. I don't remember what they're called. That's the first sign of any, aside from the random objects, cars and other items scattered around, that's the first sign of any human sort of activity we've seen. Come on, let me up. Oh, and there's logging. Right, where did that pillar of light go? Oh, there's one. Go grab that one, then try to find the other one. Ooh.
My dad was super supportive with my college plans. To a point. Things were
Anchorage
okay
Star,
until
local
this
man killed.
terrible accident happened. I guess a forklift flipped over due to a bad axle, and it crushed one of the workers there. My dad didn't eat for days, even though he wasn't directly involved. It devastated him. Not only did it hurt the business, but it just freaked him out. He would talk in his sleep, muttering things about firing people and saying sorry. One fateful day he approached me, said that since my school search wasn't going well, I should finally be a man and take over the family business. He said one day he was going to die, and that all of his work, sacrifice, and even that man's life would be wasted in vain. I just lost it. Teenage me just exploded at the thought. I screwed up. I said things I shouldn't have. He was having a crisis, and I pretty much spit in his face.
That sounds like a tough situation all around, I guess. Oh, hospital bed. Okay. There it is. With 2 points of light. Huh. What's this? Oh, just some light blue flower. Interesting.
Was that the last time you talked to him?
No, I called on holidays, and he would call on my birthday. I guess we acted like nothing ever happened, which was stupid. Didn't want to ask about his lumberyard, and I'm sure he didn't want to ask about my job search. I never went back and visited. I think the last conversation we had was about what movies we had seen and what exactly a best boy is in the credits. I thought he would be here so much longer.
Oh, no! No, come on! Really?
In the distance, the first tree illuminated the wasteland. She couldn't go home anymore. She did the only thing she was capable of. Moving forward. My dad died alone in the middle of the wilderness. I should have been talking to him more. I should have done a lot of things differently.
If the first tree on earth brought life with it, if it taught the birds to sing and fly and showed saplings how to grow, what could it do for us?
At least one of them had to live.
There was a letter I received yesterday from a name I didn't recognize, with a quote I can't stop thinking about. Death is not the opposite of life, but a part of it. More and more, I'm realizing one important truth. Each of us have our own journey to the first tree, but sometimes I'm not sure I'm ready to take that first step.
You already have my love.
I don't know what to say, I'm just sad. Awakens and gently asks if there is one last message the fox wants to tell her children. She replies back and says, and the message we can write is based on how many stars we collected. That's interesting. Well, you know what? I think all we need to say is I love you.
I guess her journey was over, but I have no idea. It was only a dream, a distraction from tomorrow.
I don't think dreams normally bring back to memory so many important feelings. Maybe it was just a dream, but it was also a gift.
Yeah, I suppose. But tomorrow we're getting on a plane to the last place on Earth I want to be. The only person that would have made the trip worth it is gone.
You're going to see him and be with him one last time before you say goodbye. I have one last quote for you by Emerson, sealed in an imaginary letter from me to you. It is the secret of the world that all things subsist and do not die, but only retire a little from sight and afterward return again. Go to sleep, my love. We have a big day tomorrow, but I'll be there with you every step of the way.
Thank you. Thanks for listening. Good night, Rachel.
Good night, Joseph.
Loading. It's gonna give us credits now? Maybe? Six months later? That's... Oh, really? It's not the end of the story? Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Now, this is actually presumably Joseph's point of view, maybe? Oh my goodness, I was thinking that was gonna be the ending. That, I mean, come on, that would have been like... That would have been the perfect place to end. This is a bit of a surprise. Oh, and maybe that's Rachel sleeping there. Well... I mean, from the look of things, it looks like... Yeah, there's a moving truck. It looks like we might be back in Alaska. Maybe we moved home. What on earth? 6 months. Oh. Oh, there's the knife we saw. Yeah. Memories. Telephone. Okay, bathroom. I'm just a teeny bit perplexed at this sequence here at the end. Like, where is this going to lead? What's going to do? Architect prints. Oh. Making up the nursery. They decided to have kids after all. Childhood photographs, presumably. Fire. Okay, well, gee, do I just go outside then? Welcome home? Oh, wow. Sky. Like, what is going on here? Oh, at least I can run. Oh, there's a birdhouse. Goodbye, Rachel. Good luck with the baby. Oh, there's the fence there with the no trespassing sign. I mean, what? Okay, that's maybe not where I'm supposed to go? This way? Okay, yeah. There's the old shed. And the tent. Okay, I'm not supposed to go that way. Hey, sleeping bags. Oh, okay, I can actually go inside the tent. Jeez. An MRE.
What the hell?
It's the fox! She returned. Okay. Yeah, I was getting a little confused there, but friend guiding us down to this lake, maybe? Wait for me! Daytime. Where are we going? Is she leading me back to the tree? Back to the first tree.
What is this?
A first tree, maybe. Obviously not the one that she went to in his dream. Took away my ability to run. I love you with all my heart, though you have left me broken and alone. I know I am never lonely, and I'm whole. Is that a message his dad left him or something? Or, I mean... There she goes with her cubs. Now we are presumably at the end, I would think at this point. Yeah, the first tree, there we go. Credits? Yep. Well, I kind of feel like the game would have been better left off like before this last sequence here. I mean, it's like it was. I mean, it was kind of nice, but yeah, I feel like the I just feel like it would have been better left off with the fox reaching the first tree and leaving a message to her babies. But I mean, regardless of that, I mean, I enjoyed it, and it was really sweet and really sad, and I mean, but you know, fun and really pretty and everything, and I mean, it was a good game. I enjoyed it. Hummed of Mystery. Would you like to submit your statement to the first tree to an online moderated database? It may appear randomly to other players. Okay. I bet the message that appeared on the tree in that last sequence there, that was a message that another player wrote, and then via internet connection it appeared in my game, on my tree, as the message that the fox left to her babies. I mean, you know, all I wrote was "I love you," so that's a pretty generic statement. So I'll just say no, because I mean, you know, let more interesting ones be passed on. Man, that would be like a really that would be a really awful opportunity for somebody to like just leave some like random message. No, okay. Wouldn't do that, but I'm sure someone would. But anyways, yes, as I said, you know, I enjoyed it. A couple things I would have, I mean, couple things in there that bugged me just a little bit, but overall, I liked it. I liked it. That was really, really bittersweet. Bittersweet, I think, is a better way to describe the game overall, but yeah, I liked it. So anyway, that was the first tree. Thanks for watching, and until next time, rock on.